YiddishFest.org website, and I could not be more excited about our next concert because these two people that you're about to meet are not only extraordinary human beings, but such important ambassadors for the Yiddish language and the Yiddish culture and Yiddish music. Let me tell you a little bit about the Chorny-Ghergus duo. They are one of the most renowned groups performing Yiddish music in Europe and beyond, and they're coming to us live right now from Moldova. So they are the first prize laureates of the prestigious Moscow International Shlomo Michael's Art Festival. Chorny-Ghergus created the background music for a production of God of Vengeance, which we did a reading of 2 nights ago, that was performed during the International Festival of Avrom Goldfaden. They've participated in the Yiddish Vocalist Project, the musical culture of the Jewish people of Eastern Europe at Austin University in the United States of America, and the animated film project Lullabies of the World. They represented Moldova in the cultural program of the Moscow International Jewish Book Festival, and they are leaders of the bands, Theater of Jewish Song in Moldova, soloists of the international bands Klezmer Alliance, Besserabians, and the Pro-Yiddish Project, and they are recipients of the Adrian Cooper Award for Dreaming in Yiddish. And I loved Adrian Cooper so much. She was a very dear friend, Zichroina Livroche. And today, they have prepared a special concert just for us called Mir Besseraber, We, the Besserabians. So, Shalom Aleichem, Efim and Susanna. What's herzlich? How is Moldova today?
Moldova is good. We thank you, Avi, for invitation. It's a pleasure and honor to take part in your festival, and we will present you some Moldovan Besserabian songs with a smell of our country, with a taste of our country. And we will start from this song. We already start or not yet?
Whatever you want. I'm going to go away. You guys start your concert, and afterwards we'll talk and we'll schmooze and we'll reminisce, and I will tell the audience the great mitzvah that you did for me and my mother when we were in Romania. So we'll talk about that later. Ladies and gentlemen, the Chorny-Ghergus duo, Efim and Susanna, in Mir Besseraber.
Was mir vor na Reus im Vertogen, führen das ganze Vermögen in Wogen, schleppen die Beuten zum Todes und Reue, essen gesalzen und oben an Neue. Was mir wissen allein nicht von Wannen, unsere moderne Familie stammen, Herrscher von Nebig und von Dannen, von die Felder, von Britsche Wannen. Mir Markulestes, Guritzer, Lipkaner, Welzer, Soroker, Palester, Britschaner, mir die Ungener, Skulener, Schkaner, mir die Banats, Sepunat, Balzaner, ay, dai, 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 ay, dai, 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 ay, dai, 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 der ja, der dai, di, dai, ay, dai, 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 ay, dai, 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 ay, dai, 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 di, dai, di, dai. Bessarabien, mein alter Heim, Doch ist das Arzt mein oftmal wein, sehen Chollen dir bei Nacht, weil dort die Zeit verbracht. Dort liegen meine Freund, in see der Wolle für sein, denn die Welt ist noch ja lang, in jenem Blieben kann. Neue Göttlich, la 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 la, ach sie Geilerina Flamm, oi lieb, als mich brief, in Margot, mir nicht verlieb. Da 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 da, da 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 da. Gedenk der Wolle Stein und der Breg am Stirnteil. Das Wolle zwischen uns ist geworden meine Dort. Und Geschicker dort die Nacht noch wegen eins von mir getracht. Sein mit dir, so ihr Reden unerschön, wann ihr werdet, la 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 la, als die Geilerin abnahm, euch Lieben, als ich brief, in Margot bin ich verliebt. Ai da 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 ai da da, ai da 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 da. Ai da 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 ai da da, ai da 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 da. Leuten sich habe, das sollen sie nicht in Welt, doch mein Leben macht uns nahe, wie der Liebe was oh, mein Leben geht dir bei, der fährt an euch daheim, den Gott schmeckt hat wenn mein Liebe nimmer ruht, du der Welt, die tra la 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 la, nicht vergessen, wer lieben bleibt, lieben zu lieben, und das ist schön, Besserabians mein Name. Ai da 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 da, ai da 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 da, ai da 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 da, ai da 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 da. Ai da 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 ai da da, ai da 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 da, ai da 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 da, ai da 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 da.
Bravo.
Thank you very much. Was two songs, a composition. The first song on the lyrics of Mir Besseraber, it's my song, part of my song. And the second one is a folk song, a Romanian folk song translated into Yiddish by our friend, Yiddish poet, Moishe Lemster. And now another Besserabian melody. The lyrics also wrote Mir Besseraber, and I added a little bit from me in the Chorny-Ghergus von die Felder, in the memories of the fields. It's a song about all the Zeiten when there were many little towns, villages, Städtler in Bessarabia, in the Chorny-Ghergus von die Felder. In sich Reunes von die Felder lebt noch ein das kleine Städtel lebt. Dort, wo der Berg ist noch derselber, mit dem weißen Räufenblättel seht. Weg, das Trieb von Achsen, unsinnig der Weg verwachsen liegt. Wof, 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 wof. In sich Chorny-Ghergus von den Weiten. In sich Chorny-Ghergus von die Weiten leben noch die alte schöne Zeiten. Dort, Freunde noch, die steht und lieben, mit die Wolterror, schicke ja Rieden. Dort dreh nur die stille Gessler, lebendig Tag unvergesslich. Wo. Wie sie vergeunet vor den Weiten. Dort drehen nur die stille Gessler, lebendig Tag unvergesslich. Wo. Wie sie vergeunet vor den Weiten. Zusammen. Ja, da, 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 Drehen all die stille Gäste, lebendig Tag unvergesslich. Wie sie vergeudet vor den Weiten.
Always good say.
Thank you very much. Und jetzt, and now another Moldovan songs. Treuben, süße, weiße Blumen. Sweet grapes, white flowers. It's a song about love. What can I add? Listen and have a pleasure. Treuben, süße, weiße Blumen, sagt mein Liebe, wer soll kommen? Sie verkommen treuen Farben, sie fahren nach den Sternenstrahlen, sie verkommen treuen Farben, sie fahren nach den Sternenstrahlen. Mit vertrocknen treuen Frauen, mit Fahren nach den Sternenstrahlen. Der Wald, wenn in Herzen deine, der Liebe ist Scheide. Der Wald, wenn in Herzen deine, der Liebe ist Scheide. Treuben, süße, weiße Blumen, sonst mein Liebe, wer soll kommen? Sie werden Vogelbäume nesten, sie werden Räuschen leuchten Nester, sie werden Vogelbäume nesten, sie werden Räuschen leuchten Nester. Mit wenn Vogelbäume nesten, mit wenn Räuschen leuchten Nester, der Wald wird in Kellers Kiele, in die Fässer weiten spielen. Der old man in Keller Stile, in the Besserabians Spiel. Oi, siehste Fuderbogen, die Levone was bezogen, sie auch mit Gießen Schei, und dein Hassenetz bei. Sie auch mit Gießen Schei, und dein Hassenetz bei. La 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 la
Bravo.
Thank you very, very much. Another Moldovan song. I hope you like our songs from Bessarabia with Moldavian smell, with Moldavian tongue, Yiddish Moldovan, because we are Moldovan Jews and we have to practice to sing such a songs. It's our shigzal, it's our destiny, right? And another song, and this song is from repertoire of the famous Romanian singer Maria Tănase. She is very famous also, the Klizmorim, they know this name. She is very famous among them. And I translated a little bit with my poor Yiddish, the lyrics. Oi, this is reuter wine. How sweet is red wine. Do you need any more translation? It's really sweet. Come to Moldova and you will see it. Oi, this is reuter wine. Oi, this is reuter wine. Schmeckt nicht aus ihr Sonnenschein. Schmeckt nicht aus ihr Sonnenschein. Oi, se warnt jedes Lied. Oi, se warnt jedes Lied. Wer nicht schickert, wer nicht mit. Wer nicht schickert, wer nicht mit. Una fila very sugar, una fila very sugar, weisser von der Wälder hier, oi weisser von der Wälder hier, groß das Kriegel, schein das Mädel, oi groß das Kriegel, schein das Mädel, noch a Tänzel, noch a Dreidel, noch a Tänzel, noch a Dreidel, oi buono vino Giurgiuliu, cule squamna printerziu, oi cule squamna printerziu, oi mai cobrum, mai più mat, Oi, my pure broom and my pure net. Mult my bel shinuman, but mult my bel shinuman, but Wat is hij?
Bravo!
Schissele Borscht mit Kreuz, das Stickerle Hering mit Bräut, das Teller mit Salz, das Leckerle Kaschen mit Schmalz, das Teller Lotschen mit Joi, und Zimmel das Bissele Roi, den dosigen großen Menü, was Herr uns dort Washer uns Tücher zu Tee, und wagt es mit Anei, und zu die schöne Fisch, washer uns Agast zu Tisch, und Schissele Borscht mit Freu, das Stickerle Hering mit Bräu, das Teller mit Salz, das Teppele Asche mit Schmalz, Thank you. It was my song on the lyrics also of Mir Besseraber about food. And now we will present a song. It's my song on the lyrics of Marc Chagall. And I added one verse, third verse, honor for me. The song we prepared, it was an exhibition in Osnabrück Jewish Museum, exhibition of Marc Chagall's painting. And we had a pleasure and honor to present two my songs on his lyrics. The name of this song is Plesmorim. Ich hab gemalt, wie wenn die Hände, die Klezmer-Tänze, oi, die Biene, mit Farben Bräue, reute gerne, ob ihr geschunken, das Stunde, da, 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 ya da 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 da. Ya da 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 ay da 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 ay da 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 da. Ich will mit euch Fachstunde zusammenlaufen zu die Sterne und nach die finstere Licht werden. Wir werden singen neue Lieder. Ja, ja, da, 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 da. Ja, da, 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 da. Ja, ja, da, 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 da. Und alle Völker werden und alle Völker werden singen und werden scheinen alle Sterne und alle Glocken Glocken werden klingen. Ay, da, ja, da, 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 ja, da, 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 da. Ja, da, 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 da. Ay, da, ja, da, 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 ay, da, 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 da. Da, 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 da. Ich hab gemolden, wenn die Klezmer Tänze, oi, die Biene. Schönen Dank. Und noch ein Lied, mein Lied is another my song. Again, lyrics Mir Besseraber. He was born in, like I said, I don't remember, in a kleinem Städtel in Bessarabia, and he passed away in Israel in 90s. And we composed with Susan and me many songs on his lyrics. He is very new. His poetry is very musical poetry. And the next song I also composed on his lyrics. Maybe it was in New York about 15 years ago. And it's a song that we trust, we believe in a good future, that bad things will gone and everything will be fine and we will have good life without this, let's say, virus. Es ist finster im Gas. Es ist finster im Gas, es ist finster und nass und ich aber weg nach Hawaii. Es geht von Claire und Chove und Ali wegen lichtiger Zeiten. Es ist finster herum, der Himmel ist stumm und weiß nicht den einzigen Stern. Die Gas ist noch lang und weit das Gesang, noch los ich scheinern. Die Gas ist noch lang und weit das Gesang, noch los ich scheinern. Näher das Lied, erkenne ich den Lied, singt es auch neu die Wegen. Singt es blau, so wie schon auf der Regen. Ein Lied, die Welt wird verflext und gesangen. Und noch ist das Land von Sternen und Sand, mit Zwiet und mit Schneeheul gegangen. Und noch ist das Land von Sternen und Sand, mit Zwiet und mit Schneeheul gegangen. La 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 la, la 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 la, la 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 la, la 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 la, la 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 la, la 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 la. Halit noch Halit, die Welt wird verflext und gefangen. Und noch ist das Land mit Sternen und Sand, mit Zwiet und mit Schnee heute gegangen. Und noch ist das Land mit Sternen und Sand, mit Zwiet und mit Schnee heute gegangen. Es ist finster im Gas, es ist finster und nass, und ich hab aber noch eine Weile. Es geht von Claire und vollem Meer. Ali wegen lichtiger Zeiten. Ali noch Ali, die Welt wird verflext und gesangen. Und noch ist das Land von Sternen und Sand, mit Zwiet und mit Schnee heute gegangen. Und noch ist das Land von Sternen und Sand, mit Zwiet und mit Schnee heute gegangen. Es ist finster im Gas. Schönen Dank. Und was kommt jetzt? Und kommt jetzt ein bisschen Michigan Lied. Here I wrote some strange lyrics. The name of this, I started from the line, von Gornet, nennt sich Gornet. It sounds very strange, from nothing coming nothing. And you will see that how it works, that von Gornet nennt sich Gornet. And Susan, she was very brave, and she added a beautiful klezmer melody to this so-called poetry, crazy poetry. And here we are, von Gornit, Nemtse Gornit. Von Gornit nimmt sich Gornit, von Tornit nimmt sich Hebig, von Weldig nimmt sich Tornit, von Ledig nimmt sich Ledig, von Nemes nimmt sich Liegen, von Pony nimmt sich Schmeichel, von Borges nimmt sich Kriegen, von Lelter nimmt sich Seichel, von Ritschkes nimmt sich Fischel, von Backen nimmt sich Knüschel, von Leinen nimmt sich Bichel, von Tanzen nimmt sich Ichel, von Glocken nimmt sich Schabes, von Borges nimmt sich Grabes, von Seides nimmt sich Babes, von Lichtlach nimmt sich Schabes, von Keller nimmt sich Beppel, von Naxlen nimmt sich Keppel, von Klesmer nimmt sich Kressen und Nacht gesetzen. Von Arbeit nimmt sich Groschen, von Neues nimmt sich Loschen, und nur unser schöner Loschen ist da kein Mama Loschen. Und Reges nimmt sich Jahren, und Jahren kommt sie Korn, und Schabbes nimmt sich Halle, und Chossen nimmt sich Kalle, und Regen nimmt sich Wasser, und Boden nimmt sich Nasser, und Katzen nimmt sich Mehl, und Trinken nimmt sich Freile, und Richters nimmt sich Fischl, und Backen nimmt sich Knüschel, und Leinen nimmt sich Bichel, und Tanzen nimmt sich Ichel, und Glocken nimmt sich Schabes, und Borges nimmt sich Grabes, und Seides nimmt sich Babes, und Lichtlach nimmt sich Schabes, von Keller nimmt sich Teppel, und Naxlen nimmt sich Keppel, und Klesmer nimmt sich Gressen, und Nacht gesetzen. Von Arbeit nimmt sich Groschen, von Neues nimmt sich Loschen, und nur unser schöner Loschen ist da kein Mama Loschen. Und Gornit nimmt sich Gornit, und Gornit nimmt sich Gornit, und Gornit nimmt sich Gornit, und Gornit nimmt sich Gornit. Yeah, so now, yeah, we want to sing for you some songs, our love song, which we love very much, and we want to present, maybe it's, of course, it's maybe two known songs, but we want to have a pleasure to maybe to sing together with our audience, and we want to sing a song of Mark Wachowski, the Yontev Beketek. Als die Yontev Beketek nehmen sie beweisen, wer wir bei mir agodu. Ich leg mir weg die Scher und Eisen, und ich hab nur an Nodel. Und ich mir nach besuchen, tzediker Tage. A Gläsele Maschke, Yontev zu versuchen, ist besser wie zu legen a Latte. A Gläsele Maschke, Yontev zu versuchen, ist besser wie zu legen a Latte. Die Kinder sind satt, ze pushet a Chiddush, me spielt in Ekech Mekech. Arnessen mach ich a scheinem Kiddush, verbeißt mit a korenem Leker. Das Gas ist pushet, a Mechaie, nicht kein Gläsote. Haneret iton, das Kleidl, das Neue, und ich mein Neue kapotte. Haneret iton, das Kleidl, das Neue, und ich mein Neue kapotte. Noch die Yontev Beketek, Alten im Vergehen, tzediker Tage. Wieder schneiden, wieder nähen, wieder zu leben erwarte, wieder zieht sich das alte Leben, wieder still reißen. Oi, wei, Handele, Zerzelem, sie was für ihr zum Jontef zu verbeißen. Oi, wei, Handele, Zerzelem, sie was für ihr zum Jontef zu verbeißen. Schönen Dank. And now, we want to present absolutely world premiere. If you know Avi in our audience, they know that it was announced Buba Awards competition in Brazil, and we composed for this event a special event, a song which we sent for this competition. I wrote the words, the lyrics, and Susan composed 67% of music. And here we are. Ois is Dorem, America. Ois is South America. Weit in Argentina wohnt mein teure Cousine, redet sie Spanisch und Ladino und spielt mit ihr ein Spiel. Wenn zum Beispiel sag ich Macho und sie erfährt bald Carpaccio, sie ist eine freiliche Kartine, spielt nur Dramen und Ziel. Und Tomme, sie sagen, Samba, will ich entfernen, Karamba, fragt mich, was das heißt, Karamba, heißt es Posche, a Gewalt, plötzlich sagt sie mir auf Jiddisch Tage ist a Jiddisch, nur den Schabes bieten Jiddisch, sind ins Meeres jung und alt. Oi, is Dorem, Amerika, spielt Klarnet und Fiedel mit a Gefühl. Sie ist am Meister, a Freiliche, soll sie freilich sein in Argentinien und Brasil. Oi, is Dorem, Amerika, spielt Gemita Krebs, Unita Triel, sie am Meister, a Freiliche, soll freilich sein in Argentinien und Brasil. Und die Brasiler spielen euch a selbe Spiel, und sie gragern wie die Grillen. Es ist ein Talent von Brasil und Argentinien bis die goldene Medine. Jeder Platz kann sein a Biene, Tomer bist a Musikant. Mädel, Dreidel, Jingel, Tingel, stell je jiddische Kapelle und die freiliche Kapelle spielt das Zittern, die Wend, ois a prächtige Kartine, von Brasil bis Argentinien, Jiddisch, Spanisch und Ladino, das historischer Moment. Oi, is Dorem, Amerika, spielt Klarnet und Fiedel mit a Gefühl. Sie ist am Meister, a Freiliche, soll freilich sein in Argentinien und Brasil. Oi, is Dorem, Amerika, spielt Gemita Krebs, freiliche, soll freilich sein, von Argentinien bis Brasil. Soll freilich sein, von Argentinien bis Brasil.
Bravo!
Thank you very, very much.
Bravo!
Very much. One more song from our favorite. It's a song from the collection of Moshe Beregovsky. Oi vei mame, kaczkes schwimmen. Oi mama, the ducks are swimming. It's if somebody will like after our performing the lyrics, we gave maybe hundreds people the lyrics and the music of this song right to Susan to the Facebook, because all of the people who loves Yiddish and Yiddish song, they must know this song. Not only because this is a love song, this is a fantastic song. You will see now. So have a pleasure. Angekuschelt und angeljubelet, von dem Tor bis der Bahn. Angekuschelt und angeljubelet, von dem Tor bis der Bahn. Und als der Tor hat sich weggeriert, ist wie in Jammereien. Und als der Tag hat sich weggeriert, ist wie in Jammereien. Oi wei Mame, Katschkes schwimmen, und sie plötzchen mit die Fies. Oi wei Mame, Katschkes schwimmen, und sie plötzchen mit die Fies. Wenn wird schon mein Liebster kommen, oder schicken Chotschagri. Wenn wird schon mein Liebster kommen, oder schicken Chotschagri. Ja da da da, ja da da da, ja da 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 da. Ya da 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 da, ya da 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 da, ya da da, ya da da, ya da 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 da, ya da 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 da, ya da da, ya da da, ya da 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 da, ya da da. Oi wei Mame, wenn Brunnen und sie schaukeln mit die Welt. Oi wei Mame, wenn Brunnen und sie schaukeln mit die Welt. Oi die Liebe ist ein Schwingel, wer ist liegen tief im Dreck. Oi die Liebe ist ein Schwingel, wer ist liegen tief im Dreck. Na Chalisa, na Zilovaisia, від зорі і до зорі. Коли ж день пройшов, милий відійшов, як жаль мені. Ой, мамо, пливуть качки, плещуть по воді, а я чую, ворон кряче на біду мені.
What a beautiful song. Bravo. Bravo.
Thank you. Now, so we have maybe two surprises. I said one, but we have two surprises. And why? I will explain to you. About 2 years ago, we met at the festival in Bucharest. We met one man, uh, with some Rojinkes, with some charisma. And this man also participated in the festival, in a Bucharest Yiddish Theater Festival. He is a famous actor all over the world. And maybe the audience, you know this man. His name is Avi Hoffman, and he's there. He's here together with us, and we became good friends. We are good friends now. Like we feel something very close to you, Avi. I'm sorry, but it's true. I don't have to say sorry.
Sorry. Don't be
Yeah,
sorry.
yeah. No, sorry. No, it's kind of and 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 Avi showed us. We will continue this talking maybe later. Avi showed us the book which with the Russian songs which were written with his mother's hand in Russian. It's a long story. Maybe we'll tell this story later together. Maybe Avi will tell us more too. When we will talk, we will have a shmues. But now we want to sing special for all of you, of course, but especially for Avi's mother, two songs which are translated from Russian and two amazing songs. And I think, I don't know, maybe it's really Yiddish songs. That's so beautiful. So one song is very funny and another is absolutely beautiful. And one song is a pioneer song. Pioneers are teenagers in a Soviet Union, a group, teenagers, 11, 14 years, and they are sitting in a pioneer camp, teenager camp, and they are singing a song about potatoes, how sweet are potatoes, how good is to talk around the fire, and they have a pleasure. And I hope you will also have a pleasure. This song from 1930, translated into Yiddish from the collection of Russ Rubin. Lo mir singen a little. Let's sing a song. Let's sing a song. Lo mir singen a little, little. Wie Lager ist gewend, wenn. Oi, der soll mir pflegen, liegen, wie die Kätzlach oi gebrennt, brennt. Rachmones, oi, beißen, schwarz, und wachs der Appetit, tit. Oi, dem Mittag dicken Meichel, hier der Warten kämen nicht. Flache Feuerzweigler knacken, ziehen Finken von den Flamm. Und Kartoffel ist Geschmack, Gipfeln noch mit sehr Tam. Kartoffel ist so kaien, ich schön einmal an ein Tick. Alle sagen zusammen, Chaie, alle sagen sehen, Lied. Oh, lo mir singen a little, wie Lager ist gewend, wenn. Oi, der Sohn mir pflegen, liegen, wie die Kätzler sich gebrennt. Oi, der Sohn mir pflegen, liegen, wie die Kätzler sich gebrennt. Yeah.
Bravo. Ay.
Yeah, you see, and there is a real, I want to continue short, the real fantastic book with the songs was written by Avi's mom, and we opened this diary, musical diary. It's amazing, and maybe once it will be published. It's a story of life. It's a partly tragedy maybe also, but I don't feel any tragic there. It's a real life. It's how the people overcome the circumstances, any circumstances, and they are in life. So in another song, without Russian words, in another song, it's also a song translated from Russian language. It's from the movie Women, a Russian Soviet movie, Women. It was made in 1964. composed by Jan Frankel and lyrics by Van Schenkin, and translated also by our friend Moshe Lemster, a great Yiddish poet, born here in the shtetl, not far from Kishinev, not too far, and now he lives in Israel. Der Zerscheidung Waltz, Goodbye Waltz. Deze winden blazen niet weit, da sitzt zu scheiden, gekommen die Zeit. Dreht sich, es dreht sich, a Welt la grins. Dreht sich, es dreht sich, a Walz la grins. A Walz vergessen, a Walz vergessen, a grins. Wohin soll's nicht kommen, wohin soll's nicht gehen? In Kanten, in Fremde, vergess nicht dein Heim. Dem dosigen Teich und dem Sandhäufen Brett, das Walz und das Stille, was hält dir im Weg? Das Walz und das Stille, was hält dir in jedem Weg? Wir sind zerscheiden und treffen uns nein, weil unsere Liebe ist lichtig und frei. Das herbstige Blätterle dreht sich und fällt, sich dreht in sich Korn, das Walz und das Halt von Jugend, das Walz von Jugend, das Walz und das Halt. Die Ohr von dem Stern zerschleudert der Wind, wie unser Geutel, der neben es klingt. Sie fliegt heute und schleifen, der Herrscher gefriert, dreht sich in Herzen das Walzen vom Frieden, das Walzen in Herzen, das Walzen in Herzen vom Frieden. Слышишь тревожные дуют ветра, нам настала пора. Кружится, кружится пестрый листок, кружится в памяти старый вальсон. Юности нашей вальсон. Юности нашей вальсон.
Ah, gorgeous.
Thank you. So, yeah, thank you very much. It was a real pleasure for us. I hope you liked our performing and our guests, our audience also. And thank you that your mother that she remind us these songs. It was real inspiration. We were inspired of this book of her songs.
Well, she's watching in the other room and she's very happy.
Oh, thanks.
Yeah,
Thanks.
good. But come on, that's it? Not one more?
Maybe
song.
one more. Yeah, we can.
Encore. Bravo, encore.
Wait a second. One more. Oh, look, there is the sweetest food in the world, Moldovan food, mamalige. Mamalige, you know, the Italian calls polenta. We call it mamalige. And we composed a song on the lyrics of Susan composed, I'm sorry, on the lyrics of Chorny-Ghergus. And I added one verse to them, mamalige. So it's about food in Moldova. Come once, you will see that we have the sweetest tomatoes in the world, the sweetest cucumbers in the world, the sweetest women in the world, you see. So mamalige. Mamalige, schneid me nun am Messer, und me hab Tag Leserle, von die alte Feste. Mamalige, boi die Paare modem, Mamalige, schneid me nie davor. Mamalige, hey, says Nateller, loge me, of Kellen in Keller. Mamalige, oi, die Pare Modern, oi, Mamalige, schneit men mit am Boden. Mamalige, schein wie so im Himmel, nur die Mamalige, ob ich mir adrimmel. Mamalige, ai die Pareora, Mamalige, schreit mir mit am Morgen. Mir a pfeifele mein Chaber, will ich euch stillen den Wein an jeden am MOLDOVA. Will ich euch stillen den Wein an jeden am MOLDOVA. Oi, ja, Liederle, an jeden Besseraber. Und Tomer tot ihr noch a Pieps an Läuf ihr in MOLDOVA. Oi, ja, Liederle, an jeden Besseraber. Und Tomer tot ihr noch a Pieps an Läuf ihr in MOLDOVA. Mamalige, schneit mir nun am Messer, und ich hab ein Gläserle von die alte Fässer. Mamalige, schneit mir nun am Messer, und ich hab ein Gläserle von die alte Fässer.
Bravo! Bravo! Beautiful! Oh my God, I love you guys so much.
Thank you.
How much I love what you do. And I miss being able to see you with your full band. I know that Sasha Lesomish, who sings with you when I saw you in Bucharest, is watching us right now. So Sasha and I remember seeing your band. What I remember most is that when I got to Romania, to Bucharest, to the festival, and I wanted to see all these other people performing, and I had no idea what it would be like and who the talent would be. And then you went on stage, and it was magic. It was just so authentic and real and heartfelt. And the songs were songs that I had never heard. And I've been singing Yiddish all my life. And so I was fascinated. And you won me over immediately, and I immediately became one of your biggest fans. So thank you for an amazing concert.
You know, we became your fans even without your listening, seeing on the stage, because your charisma is like already 100% of your talent, and another 100 is your talent.
Well, thank you. So we actually, when you were singing the song about Durum Amerike, when you were singing the Yiddish song that you wrote for Mexico.
No, for Mexico, for Brazil.
For Brazil, excuse me. So
for Mexico, it will be another competition, but we don't know yet.
Okay, because I know there's a Mexican competition as well. In any event, several people who are watching right now started writing. They're in Brazil. Here, one woman, Esther, Kuckerman wrote, Oi, Picken mitten zwischen Argentina in Brazil, bin ich in mein Land, heißt es Uruguay. So
Unbelievable.
Yiddish is everywhere. Yidden sind überall über die ganze Welt.
That's true.
And that's what amazes me. And that's why I created this YiddishFest. And that's why in the COVID times, doing it virtually suddenly opened it up to the whole world. And somebody said the other day that Yiddish is a language that has no country. And Zoom is an application that has no country. And so Zoom and Yiddish have come together to create this wonderful international network of Yiddishkeit and Yiddishisten, who's kommen zusammen, that are coming together. Efim and Susanna, tell me, please, how, I mean, when you were growing up, did you speak Yiddish? I mean, Susanna, I know you don't really speak Yiddish now, but what was your environment around Yiddish?
I was born in a family when my parents and grandparents, they spoke Yiddish at home, Yiddish and Romanian. And their childhood, they even didn't speak Russian because it was before Mr. Stalin came to our country, it was Romania, and it was many synagogues and many Jewish, Yiddish and Hebrew schools and organizations. And my parents and grandparents, they spoke Yiddish at home. So one of my first languages was Yiddish. So, and I grew up with this language, and this is why maybe partly I'm here at your festival too. Yeah. So I grew up with this, and still now I'm talking to my mom and to my sister in Yiddish, and we sing together from time to time. Because I'm not only from Yiddish family, I also from a singer family from my mother's part.
Wow. And Susanna, did you have any Yiddish around you when you were growing up?
When I was a child, my grandma used to speak Yiddish as a secret language from kids, because in my generation, we were all Soviets, and we should go to school and with any identity, you are Jew or not.
Right.
So no Yiddish at all. If I wouldn't meet with Fima, Yiddish for me would be gone.
Right. So tell me a little bit, because one of the things that I was so fascinated by when we met and started talking and I got to know you, and I will tell them the story about the journal momentarily. But one of the things you told me was that you travel around Europe, you travel around the world, and you collect Yiddish songs, Yiddish folklore, the songs that are sung in the countryside, in the little shtetlalach that are still there that you can find. So yes, no? Tell me about ethnomusicology background.
Today, there is no practically no shtetlalach, and there are no Yiddish, no people who still remember these songs from the past. And maybe still was in the beginning of 90s. Today, maybe it will be brilliant if you will find 1-2 songs somewhere in Ukraine or White Russia. Today is different. When I say about the collecting, that means we are working with the very old archives, and we are working with the very old collections. For example, we did a program, and I think can be interesting also for you, of the Yiddish theater in Lemberg, where Gimpel Theater in Lemberg, which existed in Lemberg before the Second World War, and we collected we took from archives some Yiddish songs, and we connected with some people from the institutions, and they helped us to collect these, to make this collection. But and we are also making archives from the different directions of the songs. Let's say
Mm.
lullabies, songs of the White Russian songs, for example, Ukrainian Yiddish songs, Moldovan folk songs. This is our archives. But unfortunately, today you will not find anybody who will give you, like, who will sing for you, like for Moshe Bergovsky, these Yiddish songs in the Shtetl. Practically no,
Wow.
unfortunately.
That is very unfortunate, but luckily you were able to find the archives
Oh,
and
yeah, yeah.
start collecting these songs,
Mhm.
which brings me to the story that I would like to tell. So I'm actually going to share the screen for a moment because I'd like everyone to see what it is we're talking about. So for those of you in the audience, my mother was born in Siberia in a slave labor camp. And after the war, they walked. First, they would try to go back to Poland, to Lodz, and then they walked from Lodz all the way to Germany in caravans of refugees, thousands of people hungry and suffering. And they finally arrived in the DP camps, in the displaced person camp in Ulm, in Hindenburg Kaserne, in Ulm, Germany. And my mother was 9 years old, 10 years old, 11 years old, 12 years old. She was there for almost 5 years in the refugee camp in Ulm. And my mother decided to keep a journal. And what you're seeing on the screen right now is my mother's journal where she wrote down every song that was sung in the DP camp, and she illustrated them with these beautiful little illustrations. She was a child and a young teenager, and she kept a record of all these songs, about 80 songs in 4 languages, in Russian, in Polish, in Yiddish, and in Hebrew. And this just goes on and on and on and on. And so when I was in, and I keep this with me at all times, copy of it, not the original. The original is being protected right now. And so, you know, here's one of my favorites with the Jewish star. And she could not remember all the melodies. It's 4 languages from a very long time ago. And so we were sitting at breakfast in Romania, in Bucharest, at the hotel. And I remember, you know, having met Efim and Susanna, and we were sitting around the table with Sasha and the other musicians. And I said, Efim, could I show you this journal and maybe you could recognize the songs? And you did. And not only did you recognize the songs, you actually started singing them to me. For 45 minutes, you sang many of the songs, and I happen to have, let me see if I can find it real quick. Here it is, Efim. Here, I'm just going to play 21 seconds. Oh, wait a minute. No. All right, let's see if I can get
Avi, we still didn't finish this work. We have to continue it.
Yes. And actually we started working on, no, I can't seem to get it to play on my phone, but it doesn't matter. The point is we started to work on a theatrical adaptation of the songs and the story of my mother in the camp and the different characters. And I hope we're going to turn it into a musical. And maybe someday when COVID goes away, it'll end up being a musical that people can see and hear the songs in all the different languages that were in the DP camp. So for that, we are forever grateful for what you were able to do.
Pleasure.
Tell us if you wouldn't mind. I read in your bio, and you told me earlier, that you actually work and have been working with students all over the world, teaching them Yiddish songs. Can you tell us about that work and who the students are, how old they are, where they are, and how long you've been doing it?
Yeah, so I already, like 5 years, I'm teaching via Skype the students. Part of them are our students from the different festivals where we teach also all over the world. We are teaching, and maybe it's not enough for them, and they asking more and more. And also I announced that I proposed such a way for teaching, and the ages are different from like 15 years old and older till 70, 80, I don't know. Yeah, and for me, it's such a fantastic experience. Even if you are a beginner, it's so helpful. It's so useful in your work. It makes your concentration such a high level concentration. And I have such a pleasure when they took something. Then when they overcome, let's say, a song or an enigma. So this is, for me, it's a real pleasure and an honor, and I'm very happy for that, and hope they also, and some of them are watching us now, and I want to say them hello from Moldova, from Chisinau.
But look at the mitzvah that you are doing. This is such a blessing. You're creating a new generation of Yiddish singers. And that's amazing. I mean, this is why Yiddish will never die. 300 years ago, a Jewish historian said within 10 years, Yiddish will be dead.
Oh, no.
He's dead. He's dead, and we're here celebrating internationally, all over the world, Yiddish. And you're helping to create a new generation of Yiddish singers and Yiddish lovers.
I'm sorry. What's important that now we have, I can say, all over the world, also the people, the musicians who are composing the songs. And we are so happy when something happened with our mind, and some notes, some music is coming to our minds, and some poetry, or we take from some poets, because we have a big archive.org, where you can read thousands of books in Yiddish and poetry and prose, and it's also part of the developing of Yiddish culture, because we preserve such a way, we preserve Yiddish language with songs, with nigunim, with songs, with everything what's around. So it's also a good way to hold Yiddish, to make Yiddish bigger and bigger.
Right. But it's not just preserving the past. You are writing new songs.
Yeah, that's right. New songs. Yeah.
Right. You're creating a new body of work for Yiddish for the 21st century. And that's what amazes me, is that the Yiddish world right now, all over the world, there are so many people who are dedicated not only to remembering the past, not only to present for the present, but also creating for the future. And that, to me, is the greatest, thing that could happen for Yiddishkeit and for the Yiddish language, and that we all love. And it's all coming out now. It's all becoming popular again. As I say in many of my shows, Yiddish is becoming sexy again. It used to be sexy a long time ago, and now it's becoming sexy again.
I love it.
Yeah, you're right. Yeah.
Yeah. Tell me, Efim and Susanna, before we go, how can people find you? Do you have websites? How can people take your classes if they want to study with you?
About classes, it's very simple. They can write to Susanna's Facebook page,
Or
no email.
Your email.
No, email is difficult because you have to write it. It's easier to find her on the Facebook, Chorny-Ghergus, and they can write me to me. She will readdress. About what was your first part of the question?
You have a website? I mean, how can...
No, not yet.
Okay. So you need... Yeah.
Yeah.
So we need to get you a website to get you onto the international networks of the internet.
We are enough in the networks, but not yet website, but I know we are known enough. We are too modest. for the website. No, I'm kidding, of course. I'm kidding. Yeah.
Good. So everybody out there, if you go look up Chorny-Ghergus, you can find her on my Facebook page. We're friends on Facebook.
Yes.
Or find her and
Yes,
friend
you can
her and send her a
readdress. Yeah.
message. And you can learn from two of the top experts in the world in this particular field.
Oh,
And
thanks.
don't say no, because I know you are, even though you're very humble and
You
very
know
modest.
better. You know better.
I do. Good, 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 good. So you know what? I could not be more honored and more blessed to have you not only as my friends, but as performers, as part of our first international virtual Why I Love Yiddish Fest. I will cherish this forever, and it will stay on the website and on the Facebook and on our YouTube for as long as you let it stay. And so people can continue to enjoy your beautiful work. You know, I started to say earlier, this is our sixth day. No, fifth day, sixth day. I've lost my mind already. I don't even know what day it is. But I guess today is Saturday. So it's our sixth day of performances. We have had we are having 44 different events with 189 different participants, and our programs have already been viewed. As of this morning, I did a count, over 28,500 views of all of our programs since we started on Monday, and it's growing every day by about 4,000 or 5,000 views. You know, and it is an amazing response. And people are supporting what we're doing. They're sending in donations to help support us. Our sponsors have been amazing to give us the ability to do this festival. And I hope it's the first of many, many times that we get to work together.
Umay, thank you.
Thank you
Thank
so
you.
much.
It's a great pleasure and honor to be a little drop of your festival. And I'm sure we will continue these connections in different ways. And
I hope so.
yeah, and please go ahead and do what you do. What you do, it's something unbelievable. We even couldn't imagine that the real man, not from the sky, from the earth, can do such amazing work, such a huge job. Thank you for that. Thank you very, 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 very much.
Schönen herzlichen Dank. Listen, stay healthy, seid gesund und stark, and be careful and take care of yourselves from the terrible Magefe. All right? Wir sollen nur sein gesinnt und stark. All right?
Yeah.
Thank you for joining us. Love you. Mwah. Thank you.
Thank you.
And Shine, Mir seinen do. We are still here for a few more minutes. And I just want to thank my dear friends, Efim Chorny and Chorny-Ghergus, the Chorny-Ghergus duo, for what was a truly magnificent concert live from Moldova in Europe. You know, this is truly an international festival. People are watching from all over the world. People are performing from all over the world. We have had the most amazing performances. And so today we still have some great shows. At 2 o'clock, the Jewish Play Project is presenting a moving picture by Jenny Berman Eng, who is the winner of the 9th annual National Jewish Playwriting Contest. We will see the winning video excerpt, and we will meet the author, the writer, and we will do a live schmooze with the artistic director of the Jewish Play Project, someone I met only a few months ago who has impressed me so much with the important work that they're doing to create a whole new generation of new Jewish plays. And his name is David Winitsky. He will join me. At 6 o'clock tonight, I will be presenting my mother's upcoming book, excerpts from my mother's upcoming book, Amazing Rabbinic Tales, the shortest tall stories. And I will be doing that and the rest of the evening live from our sponsor, the Betsy Hotel in South Beach, at 8 o'clock tonight. Do not miss, no matter what you have on the schedule, cancel it, because you don't want to miss this unbelievable world premiere concert that was performed and put together and recorded specifically for our festival as part of our Liberation commemoration events. This is the Grammy Award-winning trumpet player Frank London, one of the most famous klezmer musicians in the world, and the Tony-nominated performer Eleanor Risa with the Klezmer Brass All-Stars, some very interesting musicians, and it's called Mir Nicht Zurück, No Turning Back. And this is going to be an extraordinary world premiere concert. Please don't miss it. And we will end our late night Yiddishkeit with a live reading of some selections from a novel that was written by a friend of mine named Steve Geller. He wrote a whole series of novels called Jews on the Moon. This is a little outrageous, it's a little controversial, it's a little bit wild, but if you remember The Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy, which was very famous back in the 80s, this is the Jewish Yiddish version. It's in English, but it has a lot of Yiddishkeit in it, mit a bissel Yiddish. So we're going to read some selections from it. It's going to be lots of fun. And that's just today. Tomorrow is the last day of the festival, and we're going to finish with our Yiddish cooking class in the morning at 11 with Ruchel Schechter and Eve Yachnovich in Es Gesundheit. They're teaching us how to cook in Yiddish. But then we have two events tomorrow, and then we finish our festival. The first is at 12 noon, a live internet premiere of a play reading, a live play reading of a play called My Mother, My Sister, and Me by Sherry Heller, starring Broadway's Lonnie Ackerman and featuring Alexa La Santa, a beautiful young actress. And this is directed by Richard Klein, who you may remember from Three's Company. And there will be a live schmooze after with me, as always. And so that's at 12. And then we finish our festival with an internet premiere concert, a celebrity, Stars of David, from story to song, a musical review based on the best-selling book by Abigail Pogrobin. This is done in partnership and with permission of Daryl Roth, the great Broadway producer. The original production was directed by Gordon Greenberg, and we have accumulated all of these amazing celebrities. The music was written by the greatest composers and lyricists on Broadway. And so we are presenting this amazing concert, first ever done virtually. It was put together by our musical director, Carol Fantel, her husband, Roy Fantel. And again, this is not to be missed because I believe it will be one of the great Jewish cultural events of maybe the year. And so I hope you won't miss that. And so once again, before I go, I need to thank our sponsors, especially the Betsy Hotel and the University of Miami, the Chenstochover Society, and of course, Miami-Dade County, who has helped to fund all of our Liberation commemoration events. There is a survey. You can find it on the Facebook, on the YouTube posts. Please fill out our survey, support our sponsors, and more importantly, support our work if you can. All of our events are free, 44 events, 189 participants. Everyone in the festival, or most everyone in the festival, is getting paid. Because everyone is desperate now, especially in the arts world, because we've all lost our sources of income, our concerts. And so we decided we had to give something to everyone. And so it's not free for us, but it is free for you. So if you like what we're doing and you want to support our work, please, whatever you feel comfortable with, kind of like PBS, thank you to our supporters and our viewers and our sponsors. So yeah, if it's $1 or $5 or 10 or 18 or 36 or 180 or more. If it's a lot more, contact me directly and we'll talk about becoming a sponsor of our upcoming festivals and the rest of the work we do. Because here at the Yiddishkeit Initiative, we do a lot of different things. We have Yiddish classes that we teach. We have academic work that we do. We have theatrical performances. We have books that we publish. And you can find all that on our website, yilovejewish.org. That's the letters yilovejewish.org and /donate if you want to donate. And so, ladies and gentlemen, we'll see you at 2 o'clock for our upcoming performance of the Jewish Play Project, presenting a moving picture by Jenny Berman Eng. And I thank you. And wir werden sich sehen später. Seid gesund und stark. Und esst mir Kreplach. All right. See you soon.
My name is Chaim Shaked. I'm a professor at the University of Miami, and I am the director of the George Feldenkrais program in Judaic Studies, and I'm the founding director of the Sue and Leonard Miller Center for Contemporary Judaic Studies, which is a university-wide center at the University of Miami. If we look today at the Jewish world, the Jewish communities in most countries still have segments which adhere to the old definition of who is a Jew, but much larger segments today consider themselves Jewish because they are part of a tradition, part of a culture. One such important element has become known more recently as Jewish peoplehood, a subject which is of great interest to me personally and to the programs which I am developing. Jewish peoplehood includes, for instance, a very important component of the Yiddishkeit initiative. And that's why when I heard of this idea, right away, I outstretched my hand and we are